looking rough. There's this boy texting me. An influencer I don't trust. Oh, have you ever had a bad interaction with a brand? How much time have we got here? Just tell me the fucking truth. Things that other creators do that get on your nerves. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get cracking on the never-ending list of videos that I want to film, and today I didn't want to do something too taxing or too creatively challenged. This is one where I just sit and answer tag questions, and I think this is something that a lot of you will be interested in. This originated like years ago as the Honest YouTuber tag, but I'm going to change that to Honest Influencer Tag. So I'm going to use the same questions, but I'm going to rename it. I'm totally not within my rights to do that, but it is what it is. Ironically, I was going to come on today with my base makeup done and get cracking on my makeup from there, answering the questions, just because my skin is being a little bitch right now. And then I realized how ironic would that be to come on talking about being honest and then being deliberately deceptive. And that's on insecurity, am I right? I'm going to be doing my makeup and drinking a cup of herbal tea as I answer the questions. My skin has been so good for literal months now, and don't worry, that's not a humble brag. I've traded in acne for fine lines and wrinkles. I'm just shocked as to what suddenly triggered it. I did think it was diet related, but it's definitely not. I'm gonna stop complaining about how I look, because let's face it, nobody cares. Okay, the first question: have you ever received a product, tried it, didn't like it, and then decided not to review it? Yeah, I'm sure I have. If I was to review every single thing I have in my collection, I would just be non-stop reviews. However, the way it's worded at the start, have you ever received a product? I don't really receive much product anymore. There was one recently I was sent a new detox shampoo and I did not enjoy it, and I didn't share my thoughts because my reasons for not enjoying it would not pertain to most people. I have a super sensitive scalp, and there's obviously something in that shampoo that didn't agree with my scalp, so it wouldn't be of your benefit if I shared that with you, because it might turn you off the product when it might be great for you. So that's my reasoning for not sharing that. But in general, yeah, I would have received quite a lot of products and not reviewed them, because I only really share when things really disappoint me or really impress me. Foundation. I am definitely a little ardent today, so I'm going to go with my darker shade. Number 2, is there a product you use alone but don't show or use online? When I was transitioning to using only cruelty-free brands and products, I definitely continued to use up the products I had in my collection that weren't necessarily cruelty-free. So during that period I would have done a lot of that. Only because I didn't want to promote them, but I also didn't want them to go to waste, so I continued to use them. But right now, no, I don't think so. Actually, that is kind of a lie. Not that it happens all that often, but sometimes I'm sent a product in anticipation of a future sponsorship. So a brand will send me a product to try on the DL, and if I like the product, then we can carry on with a sponsorship, and if I don't, we terminate it. So in that circumstance, I would be using products behind the scenes that I don't share, and that's usually because the brand requests it as so. And to be perfectly honest with you, because this is the Honest Influencer Tag, I end up not continuing with most sponsorships because most products don't blow me away. A product you want but won't buy because you don't support the brand. Did I mention I'm a cruelty-free content creator? So yes, there's tons of products I would love to try, but unfortunately my ethics and my morals come first. So there's tons. There's loads of like YSL, MAC, Bobbi Brown products I would love to try, but no, I don't think my desire to try a product is more important than my feelings about innocent animals being caged and hurt. So I have to stick to my morals. Funnily enough, it's usually foundations though. I'm such a skincare freak. When I was younger, I definitely didn't really give a shit about skincare. I was like, was it Elizabeth Arden Compact? Do you remember? And I was Gentle Beige. I know most people were the darker shade, but I always went with Gentle Beige, and it was just like cake central. So I just bought that all the time, and I would experiment then a bit more with eyeshadows and stuff. But nowadays, I'm all about the skin. Do you have any blocked words? Yes, I do. On YouTube, I have blocked some words, and it's really pathetic that I've had to do this. I've blocked my address, my family's home address, because people have come into my comment section talking about a lot of my personal life, which used to make me really uncomfortable. I'm kind of over it now. So there's certain words that if you mention them in my comment section about my personal life, and there's like maybe 50 or 60 of them. I've thought of all the different variations, and I've even popped in the misspelled versions of them. If you put that in your comment, it will be held for me to review, and I will then determine whether it breaches my own personal guidelines, aka personal safety, or not. So I can either delete it or let it through. Do you delete comments? If so, why? Yes, for the exact same reason as I mentioned before. Also, really, really nasty comments, such as there was one there a few months ago where it was just Laura Young needs to kill herself, Laura Young needs to kill herself, like 50 times in the one comment. I deleted that. No one needs to be looking at that. But if it's constructive criticism, I don't delete. I try to engage and find out what the person's viewpoint is. Can we explore this more? Can we discuss this in a more one-to-one, person-to-person way? But I only really delete comments if they're divulging personal information about me that I'm not comfortable with people knowing, or if they're just being horrible people. Number 6, do you block people? Funnily enough, not that often. I actually blocked a girl 2 days ago, and I mentioned to a few friends that I don't generally block people all that often, but I usually block people for their own benefit. If someone's getting really hysterical and worked up and really passionate about something, usually I'll block them to kind of calm them down, because I don't want to be responsible for them spiraling out of control. So usually when I block, it's for their own well-being. And I really love the feature on YouTube. If you block on YouTube, it's so funny. The person can continue to comment, and they will think they're commenting on your content, but no one can see it. I can't see it. Other people can't see it. So they just think they're commenting. They're not getting any traction, but they're actually just commenting into the abyss. It's unreal. I think every platform should adopt that. Number 7, have you ever lied about a product to stay on good terms with the brand? If you know me at all, you'd know that's a definite no. Number 8, have you ever initially liked a product when you reviewed it and then changed your mind but didn't let your audience know? No, the first thing that comes to mind there is actually Eye Glow, the lash growth serum. I got phenomenal results from that in 2017. They went and they changed the formula then in 2018, I believe, maybe 2019. Late 18, early 19, I would say, and it stopped working for me. I was very open about that. I stopped using it, and the minute I realised that it no longer worked for me, I contacted them. I was like, here, will you disable my discount code? I don't find it works for me anymore. And I have to say, Eye Glow were so gracious and accepting when I told them this. And they were really apologetic that it didn't work for me anymore, and they disabled my comment straight away, and they were actually really nice about it. So incidentally, they've actually brought out another version now, a 3rd formula, and it works phenomenally. So all's well that ends well there. But I do always remember them being very, very nice to deal with, even when I was essentially telling them their product was shite now. I didn't use those words, but. 9, an influencer you don't trust. An influencer I don't trust. Oh, the Kardashians. I don't trust their recommendations. Anyone who will hold up a photo of a skinny tea and claim that's how they've shaped their body is a no in my book. Oh, and any influencers who are part of MLMs, don't trust them either. They're using the followings they've built to exploit and make money from their followers. So that does not sit right with me in any capacity. Number 10, influencer you trust the most. Am I allowed to say my sister? No, that's biased. There's lots of influencers I trust. And there's lots of influencers who I trust, but I know that their taste is very different to mine. So if they really like something, I won't necessarily like it. So if I don't take the advice of an influencer, it's not that I don't trust them. That's a tough one. I would say Laura Broderick is a pretty fail-safe. Her recommendations are usually fairly spot on. But then it's so unique to the person. I could tell you this is the best fake tan of all time and you might be like, and I'm not lying and you're not lying, but we have different skin types, you know? 11, secret tips or product applications you don't show while on camera. Nope, because I don't got them skills, so I can't exactly hide them from you. And if I did have the skills, I would definitely share. Number 12, have you ever showed one product but were actually using another? That's an interesting one. I've actually been thinking about that for the last couple of hours and I don't think so. Unless maybe back in the day if I was doing a skincare video and was ashamed about using a makeup wipe and claimed to use a cleanser. That sounds like something I might have done to save face. But recently, no. Have you ever not disclosed a sponsorship? I've had about 7 sponsorships ever. Brands won't touch me with a 10-foot barge pole, but no, I've never not disclosed. I always make it abundantly clear. So say I'm raving about a product on my stories and sometimes I'll get like a DM, should this not be disclosed as sponsored? And I'm like, girl, if this was sponsored, I'd be screaming it from the rooftops. I talk all the time about the behind the scenes of the whole influencer thing and how I'm constantly reaching out for sponsorships and constantly getting knocked back. So trust me, when I have a sponsorship or if I get a sponsorship, I am so proud that I will be shouting from the rooftops. It'll be like abundantly clear from the screen. Have you ever had a bad interaction with a brand? How much time have we got here? Yes, definitely. I can give you some antidotes. No, I'm going to give you some anecdotes now. So maybe 4 years ago I posted a review of a product on YouTube and I shared it to my Facebook page. I don't share my content to Facebook anymore. Maybe I should start doing that actually. And when I mean to tell you, people came to that Facebook post leaving comments calling me a liar. Now it was the kind of product that you might love it, I might hate it. It would be a very polarizing product. And then when I checked their profiles, a lot of them were staff of the company involved. So obviously that was interesting. The next morning, I woke up to a DM on my personal Facebook page, not my social media Facebook page, from the brand owner themselves, telling me they hadn't stopped crying since they'd seen my review. They didn't ask me to remove it, but they were very strongly kind of implying that I might, that they've been shaking ever since, essentially telling me they were about to have a nervous breakdown because of my review. And I honestly wasn't willing to back down because the evidence was on the screen. I showed my results on the screen and I was cordial with them and I was like, look, this is how it worked for me. You can tell by the video it did not work well for me. And in fairness to the brand owner, they did offer me like a full refund or exchange and I was like, no, that's not necessary. I got it for review, it's no big deal. And that was that. So essentially there was a bit of guilt tripping there. Another brand sent me, actually did they even send me the product to review? No, I bought this particular product. It kind of aligned with all of my values. I bought it and I actually emailed the brand to let them know that I would have my review going up soon. And I think I might have looked for a discount code maybe, or no, do you know what it was? I was looking for product for a giveaway. During the YouTube video, I didn't want to go and spend 80 quid on X amount of product giveaway. So I was kind of asking them if they could give me some to give away. And they said, yeah, no problem. Do you mind if we ship it from here? And I was like, that's no problem. That actually saves me on shipping costs. So that was great. Life kind of got in the way. I think work got a little bit stressful. This is years ago, so I kind of don't really remember that clearly. But they started pressurizing me then for my video. Where's the video? Where's the video, Laura? And I was like, look, life has gotten in the way. There was no money changing hands. There was no contract. I said, I'll get it up as soon as I can. And then I get an email back from them saying, we're so disappointed. I'm paraphrasing here. We're so disappointed. We were just having a meeting about taking on brand ambassadors for sponsorship opportunities next year. However, we were hoping to take you on, but it looks like this not might be the case. So they were trying to basically blackmail me to post a review. So I essentially stopped replying to their emails, and that review never made it to YouTube. It was going to be a good review, and that left a really bad taste in my mouth. That brand has reached out to me again since. It's a different PR agent, but I can't engage with them, not after that behaviour. So that was another bad interaction. More recently, I reached out to a brand I adore. I've been talking about the brand for years. I love them. I've reached out, I think, 3 times now for sponsorship. Each time I've been told, yeah, we're going to have budget really soon for this, Laura. You're first on our list. And then at the start of June, I emailed and I was like, hey, I've got some really cool content coming up. I've got some good ideas that I could feature the product in. And they replied, look, Laura, there's no budget. I was like, okay, that's okay, no problem. Not 3 weeks later, they had sponsored someone else in Ireland to produce content. And I know some of you are probably thinking, oh my God, Laura, don't be so entitled. I'm not being entitled, just tell me the fucking truth. To tell me there's no budget and then for me to blatantly see that that was a lie not a month later, don't fucking lie to me. So that brand is now dead to me. Some of you will know who I'm talking about. Yeah, I've had my fair share of negative interactions with brands for sure. Have you ever bandwagoned with other people's thoughts on a particular product? No, quite the opposite, I would say. When the Irish influencer people are hugely impressed with a brand or a product, it suddenly has to jump through like way more hoops for me to be impressed, which is completely unfair. I'm biased in the other direction. I don't know, I'm always rooting for the underdog, and if something is hugely hyped, I expect it to literally make me tea. Well, speaking of tea, I completely forgot to drink my tea. My brows are looking horrendous. I must book in with Noella ASAP. Yeah, so I'm actually the opposite of a bandwagoner. Number 16, things that other creators do that get on your nerves. I don't know if I'm being extra sensitive here, but it really bothers me when a creator has been promoting fast fashion for a long time, suddenly sees the light, promotes sustainable fashion, and then just as quickly goes back to fast fashion. I don't understand it. I mean, the money is in fast fashion, lads. The money is 100% in fast fashion, and the products are cheaper, therefore more people will buy them with your affiliate links, so I get it. But don't try and get on your high horse for the sustainable fashion and then just go straight back, because once you see the light, see the ethical side of things, I don't think you can go back. How do you... Am I being irrational or pedantic about this? I don't know. It also really bothers me when influencers brand hop, go from brand to brand to brand, just wherever the sponsorships lie. Fake tan is a big one for that from what I can see. There was one thing that really particularly bothered me a couple of years ago, that 5 or 6 influencers were brand ambassadors for this particular fake tan brand. And then it was very obvious when the sponsorship finished, because literally it stopped on this day and not one of them ever mentioned that brand ever again. They all went on to different tan brands, and I was just like, wow, you obviously didn't love it that much. Look, I don't rely on social media for my income, so I can't relate in that regard. It's just, I feel like there is a balancing act between being completely honest and making money. I don't know, maybe I'm naive. Maybe I'm very fucking naive. Let me know what your thoughts are. Ooh, we're done. I'm gonna put on my mascara and I'll be right back to close out. Lashes done, lip on, and I even ran a straightener extremely roughly through my hair. If you're curious about what lip colour this is, it's the Cash Beauty lip kit in Rust Nude. I used both the liner and the lipstick, and I love it, and I really love how white it makes my teeth look. I do think it could benefit with a little bit of gloss just on me, so I'm going to put a little bit of that on. My trusty e.l.f. Oh yeah, much better. So there you have it, the truthful or honest influencer tag. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps me out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.